Morning. Sleep braid. It is the best way to keep your hair contained. Sometimes are you living? What are you living? Some long-term journey is about living with yourself. Many people love long hair, but they will be surprised. Some people don't like long hair. Some people are ambivalent about it. But it's definitely me. I just never anticipated it would be quite this long. But now that my hair is healing, I don't want to trim it far out. I want to see if I can get the cap length. Keeping it in a braid really works for me. Some people wear buns. It's actually very popular to wear buns, but I slept with my hair like this. And what I love about just wearing your hair in a braid is you can do root rinses. And for me, I just rinse out my roots these days, which gets all of my hair wet. It's a really good way for me to keep my hair clean. Like I find that as well without tangling. Do I let my hair down when I do brushing videos here, or if I'm just combing and brushing my hair? But no, look how long my hair is. So it's been a good 5 years about since I've worn my hair down, and even then, I never wore it down here. I slept on it. Someone should have done it. Okay. So it's been about 5 years since I wore my hair down sometimes, and even then it wasn't all the time. Reason is because wearing it in a braid is what keeps it protective. I know some people that they think, oh, like hair to here or hair to here is long, like hair back, like hair. And it's not that it's not long, it's just to me that's not super long anymore since I have experienced what it's like to have even longer hair. And the longer you want your hair, you don't wear it down. It's just so I have my hair down when I brush it, but actually a lot of people haven't seen my hair completely down because I wore it one day back in April. It's been like 4 or 5 months now, really. 4 months, not 5. That's okay. You can always watch me in replay. The live is just kind of a fun thing I do. This is why I live stream, because I like the live stream format and YouTube really encourages it. Like YouTube likes live streams and I think they're great interactive content. And I'm not like occasionally I make an edited video, but I don't feel like I have to be edited. Because yes, edited videos are very beautiful and fun to watch and all that, but is real life edited? Not really. And I feel like the obsession of needing to edit everything, curate everything, make it perfect, creates a lot of anxiety in life. And like for somebody that's more on the anxious side, like I think I don't really want that added anxiety. Like if I'm gonna do that, I reserve it for an art project when I actually do draw. Like I would rather spend my time being anxious and detail oriented about something like that than a video. Like it's a live stream. Like people are perfectly okay just posting whatever to Instagram or like their Insta stories, but it's like, oh my gosh, it goes away, so nobody can see it. Like there's this obsession, I think, especially I don't know, among the younger people, they like delete their social media a lot because they're afraid, oh my gosh, like I can't have that. Um well, there's a reason that hair, I think braids are pretty too, and I actually, a lot of guys like the braid, but I prefer the braid because, yeah, it keeps your hair contained and for hair to be loose like that, it's gonna get tangled up. So it depends on how long the hair is. It's not realistic to wear your hair loose all the time. And I've never said that I do that on my channel. Like, I think people that watch my channel, they know I don't wear my hair loose. It's pretty obvious. I wear my hair down. Like, there's a distinction. There's up, there's down, and there's loose. Loose on a daily basis is not good for the health of your hair because it will tangle up. And unless you have, like, I don't know, boo-boos amount of times you tangle your hair carefully and delicately, that will cause a lot of friction and mechanical damage. So past a certain length, it's not healthy to wear your hair loose. Like, if you want truly long hair. And most women are actually wearing it up in a bun that have, like, the truly long hair. Like, some of those big long hair channels that you see, some of the really big long hair channels that you see. I'm doing a live stream. The really big ones, like, they actually, they wear their hair up to protect it. Like, so when you see hair loose in a video with somebody who has super long hair, they don't wear it like that all the time. A lot of women have talked about this. I don't know, like, maybe guys don't realize it. It's pretty. It looks pretty down, but that's not like loose. It's just not practicality, you know? So I have been doing more videos where I'm like in the kitchen talking or walking or things like that, but I'm still talking about hair. I just think, yeah, it's good to branch out, and I will still do a brushing video in the future, but maybe doing a hair wash routine video, although I don't have a hair washing routine like other people. Like, some people have a very specific one, and I just do what works for me, so to speak. And I have been thinking about buying different shampoo lately. So we'll see. And to be honest with you, I think people just, they obsess too much maybe with the specific product that they use on their hair. When for me, the things that have just really worked are coconut oil and not using heat on my hair. And, like, you know, I still believe in henna. I just was kind of worrisome about it the other day, but I think henna can be very beneficial to your hair. Those are the things that have worked for me in my hair. I just don't think it's all about using like this specific products, because yes, I would like, oh, I love this high-end conditioner and shampoo, but I guess I like to show that you could have really neat hair and it could be super long without having to use really expensive products, because you can, like, look, I love more expensive shampoos, but with the way I go through conditioner, because like when I do wash my hair, I use a lot of conditioner more than shampoo, and that's the way it's always been, by the way. I've never used that much shampoo, but I always overrode what people said was good for your hair, and I used a ton of conditioner. And I tried doing it differently once, where somebody said you should just condition the ends, and that didn't work for me. Like, I used maybe a fourth of a bottle of like little shampoo, not shampoo, but conditioner, and I'd go to, like, I would really saturate my hair. And to me, like, the part that just cleanses your hair more is getting it under the tap and rinsing it out. And I think right now, like, okay, a lot of people are worried about, like, how do you keep your hair clean? Oh, if there's like things going around in the world. And to me, like, you can do a root rinse that's so much better than tangling up your hair and washing it all the time. So that's kind of what I do. Like, my roots get wet in the shower, and it does actually get the length of my hair wet because I'll have it up. I not wash but shower, and when I comb it out, it is a little bit wet, but it's not super tangled like when you wash it. So you want to minimize mechanical damage, and that's the reason that I find that wearing a braid is the most. And I love the way braids look, by the way. How to let your hair down? Well, this is okay. This video is not really about letting my hair down. It's about just talking about me with my hair in a braid. So anyway, yeah. that's that and a hat. And it's interesting that some people seem really worried about thinking it should be loose all the time because that's just not realistic. I like to tell you the realistic side of long hair. I mean, if you think people wear their hair loose all the time, maybe some people do, but for me, that just would not be realistic. Because what if you're getting in and out of a car or walking through doors, like your hair is flowing everywhere, especially like right now? I don't know. To me, that just it's more like okay, some days I will wear my hair down, but I prefer not to when I'm going out because why do I want to create tangles in my hair needlessly? It looks pretty, but the reason people's hair looks pretty is because they preserve the length and they minimize mechanical damage, you see. So when you see a video of women with their hair loose, it's not an everyday thing for most women. Like I said, a lot of women in the long hair community wear their hair up in a bun. I'm a little bit different in that I kind of decided that I feel like wearing my hair in a braid works better for me, but that has more to do with um, just I don't like a lot of tension on my scalp. And when we started, I was doing crown braids for a while, but when we started having to wear the mask, I have glasses, okay, and I have a mask, and I have my hair up. That's just too much tension on my head, and I had never had a migraine. I had never suffered from a migraine headache in my entire life until we started having to wear a mask, and I tried to figure out and pinpoint what started it, and I realized it's when I would wear my hair up. It's like some people would say, like someone would be like, "Oh my gosh!" Like back before they had the store-made masks, like when people were doing the homemade masks. I don't want to. Some homemade masks are cute and fun, but I kind of came to the conclusion the lighter, stretchier masks are just better because some of the homemade masks would be really bulky and they would sag a lot, so people would take hairpins and they were pinning them into their hair. And I tried that one time. It's just like, no, it's just too much. Like I can't do that many things. Like my head doesn't want that many pins in it, that much tension on it, because already with your scalp when you're wearing glasses it digs in, right? And some people are like, well, you could just wear contacts, but I don't want to wear contacts because I don't like putting things in my eyes and I don't like touching my eyes, so I'm not going to do that. And then some people are just, they have different ideas, but I'm just telling you what works for me right now. It's wearing my hair in a braid, and I think that's what's going to continue to work because that's what helped me start growing out my hair years ago. And even before I had super long hair, I always would gravitate to putting my hair in a braid. Like that's what I would gravitate to doing. So I would try a half up because that's what I did a lot in high school, like the half up hairdo and my hair. It wasn't as long as it is now, but it was. I had a picture that I posted from when I was in high school, right before I went into high school. Like I wore my hair in a half up hairdo like all the time. That was a big thing for me. But I used to think my hair was thinner in those days because I thought, well, I must have just more fine hair. But what I didn't know was I was wearing my hair down, like half up, half down, and I was just getting more mechanical damage because it was down all the time. And not that I'm a big proponent of trimming, but if you wear your hair loose all the time, you're gonna have to start trimming more often because you're gonna get more mechanical damage. So for me, wearing your hair in a braid, it's just what keeps it more protected. So anyway, thanks for watching.